All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' Podcast. Skinny Dean, the same man, coming at you from the barbershop once again. I don't, I don't want to talk about politics and shit, just because since I got off, because I'm off Facebook and Instagram like completely now,
Mm-hmm.
and since I got off that, I actually do feel a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to talk about it a ton, but we're in there's like a trade war kicked off
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
It's like
shit.
we're tariffing them, they're tariffing us. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll make everything cheaper.
That's the
asleep.
goal, I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
I don't know.
I guess that's the goal. I mean, we're fucking with a money man. I mean,
Yeah.
I told somebody this morning like he's in the position he's in because he knows a whole lot more about some shit than we do when it comes to running businesses and making money on that level. So that's that. If that's his goal, we'll see what happens with it.
I think people just didn't understand what tariffs were.
I don't think a lot of people.
I think
do,
he portrayed them as like, oh, I'm gonna do this tariff and China's gonna pay it, but they're not.
They're not.
And I am on everything. So it's kind of like when he was like, oh, we're gonna build a wall and Mexico's gonna pay for it. Mexico was like, why would we do that?
Yeah, that I remember. I laughed at that. That was
Yeah, so
actually funny.
Canada's like, well, we're just gonna charge you more for our shit then.
I don't know, man. We'll see. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of shit going on with that shit.
I don't know. Historically, they don't work.
They don't work. Historically, they don't work.
They just don't.
Period.
Yeah.
I was gonna get to that.
So we'll see. Maybe this will be the time that they. I mean, they don't historically. They don't accomplish that. I guess they work as far as like. They create like monopolies, kind of, because it'll make stuff that's made in America a lot cheaper.
Right. Right.
So that's probably the actual goal. Like, it's actually not super capitalist.
So will
to
it actually bring
like
some
tariffs
business
or-
manufacturers back? You know, it's like, is that the goal? He's getting rid of a lot of shit.
Yeah, I was reading a thing about how tariffs are actually kind of like a pretty socialist thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Rich countries and shit.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah. I'm probably. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm probably never gonna get on a plane again. Honestly, there's 2 crashes in 2 days.
Well, shit, man. If we go, really, let's go back 2-3 weeks. There's probably been 10.
Yeah.
Remember the one in Brazil that just kind of. Remember that one where I thought, is this AI? No, that was fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
That one. Then there was the one that had the bullet holes in the side of it.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, well, that means that one was shot down, But I hate that people are trying to politicize this. It's just like, shut the fuck up with that shit. Like, y'all getting real fucking stupid with this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Human fucking error. It was that day, that time, that night for that shit to fucking happen. Human fucking error.
Yeah. Well, it was I think it was the helicopter's fault.
Okay.
The military helicopter.
I don't want to blame, but
I think it was their fault.
You
though.
being a military guy, like the military, like you're supposed to know where a commercial airliner, the people in the tower may not know that Black Hawk's out there because they ain't supposed to know.
They
we
did.
on some
Well, they
serious
did.
business.
Like, I listened to the air traffic. The air traffic control was telling the helicopter.
Hey, the motherfucker's right there.
to
Do
look
you
out.
see it?
Yeah.
Yes, we see it. Bang.
Yeah.
What's Trump or DEI bullshit got to do with any of that bullshit? And then you discredit the people that were in the tower. Well, if Trump wouldn't have fired everybody, there wouldn't have been hacks in there. You calling these people fucking hacks?
Well,
you know
people
what it
are-
takes to get up in that tower
Well,
and
people
do
are
that
saying
shit?
both. If Trump wouldn't have fired everybody, whatever. And then the other people are saying if it wasn't for DEI, there would have been better people in there. So they're both, like, both sides are saying both things. And it's like,
Okay, and just
neither
like
one
you-
is true,
Just
probably.
like you said, nobody really knows what tariffs are. I don't think you motherfuckers really know what DEI really fucking is either. They ain't got nothing to do with the color of your fucking skin. Motherfuckers is pissing me off with that shit. That shit ain't got shit to do with you. If you on some crutches or if you're in a wheelchair, you got one short leg. That's more handicap accessible buildings. That's more what they talking about when they talking about that shit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with no fucking race. At least that's what I was taught in school.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't. I mean, we shouldn't need like government DEI
We
departments.
shouldn't need it.
You should just like people should
People
just
just treat people.
You should just do that.
Be nice, be courteous, treat their people too, right?
Yeah.
So that
but
goes with the
it's not how it works,
1965 Civil Rights Act. They say,
Mhm.
like, I'm a black man, dog, and the 60s Civil Rights Acts, growing up as a kid in the 80s, that shit was like 15, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it was real fresh.
Mhm. It's crazy.
What he's saying is, or at least this is what I hope he's saying, this is what I think he's saying, like, this shit is outdated. We don't fucking need this shit anymore. We don't need this shit anymore.
I don't know.
You know, black people, I'm real upset with y'all right now.
It would be nice if that's what he meant.
I hope that I seriously think you can't take something away like
Maybe that is
without having something in place for it.
Maybe that is what he means, but that's not what people are gonna do.
Yeah, that's not what. I think from 1940 to 1960, some rough times for people. Jim Crow era, all that shit. But we have come a long, 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 long fucking way since 1962, bro. I don't think
In some ways, yeah.
I don't think a lot of people. Me, man, I'm 50 years old, bro, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Growing up in here in Lincoln, Nebraska, I've never had a situation where I've had to deal with a racist white person, where I got N-word, where I got kicked out of somewhere because I was black. I ain't never fucking had that, dog. Never in my life. Never in my 50 years. Never. Never. Now, have I walked in somewhere and a white dude looks at me kind of funny? Yeah, but he may think, who do I play for? Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying?
Is that Anthony Mackie?
Who is, you know what I mean? I don't look at that like, oh, this white boy don't want me in here because he's looking at me. This motherfucker thinks I'm somebody. Maybe that's my confident level, though. This motherfucker think I'm somebody.
Could be.
You know, he don't like me because, man, I ain't looking to be no fucking victim. I don't give a fuck if somebody white don't fucking like me. Mm-hmm. That shit never fucking stopped me. And you mentioned, you know, the skinheads and the Nazis and shit, and, you know, and that's cool. But them motherfuckers ain't got no power over me. None of them. I don't care if you're racist. I don't care if you're prejudiced. I don't care if you don't like me because I'm black. I don't fucking care. You have no power over me. You can't stop me from beating your ass. You can't stop me from making no money. You can't stop me from doing shit. So wear your little fucking swastikas, wear your little fucking flags. You have no power over me. Literally.
That's probably helped you too, is you give that vibe.
Fuck
probably. You. Yeah, you're like taller. You're a harder target.
Yeah, I've heard. It may be so. People. It may be so. It may be so. The aggressive black guy.
Yeah, like maybe if
it works. It works sometimes.
Yeah, like maybe like you intimidate them, and they wait till you leave, and they're like,
"Fuck it."
Good thing that fucking black guy's gone.
Yeah, and they may do it like that. Yeah. Probably most of the time. Yeah, I do believe that. But at the same time, it's not gonna stop my movement. Cause you don't like me because of the color of my skin. I don't look to even acknowledge it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not gonna fly for a while.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm going on road trips and whatever. I watched this. CNN was talking about. They were interviewing this colonel, and he's like, "Oh well, luckily there was no VIPs on the plane." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
He had his uniform on. That guy. Did he?
I don't know. I don't think he did. He was a retired colonel, so I don't think.
Okay, I was watching a guy where he. I'll send you a clip. He wears his he's retired. He's an old dude, but he's giving you the lowdown, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna delete this. Old man's gonna come up missing. I don't know, man. There's been a lot of shit about these planes. What is it? Boeing, and what's the other one?
Yeah, but these were like small ones.
These are small.
These
ones.
weren't Boeing.
But how old are some of these planes though? What's the lifespan of a?
I mean, a pretty long time if you take care of it. Right.
767. What's the lifespan? Because it's 767s and ups. Those are the fuckers that are going.
Take care of a fucking Toyota Corolla long enough, it'll give you like 500,000 miles.
I mean, shit. I just watched a video. A dude went over 1 million miles on a '96 Lexus. So yeah, you baby your shit.
20 to 30 years for commercial aircraft.
commercial aircraft?
About
Is that? What plane is it?
90,000 flights. However, many Boeing 737s exceed their initial design life with proper maintenance.
Now, should they do that?
A Boeing 747 can fly 165,000 hours before metal fatigue sets in.
See,
Whatever metal. Yeah,
metal
30
fatigue.
years. 30 years before needing expanded airframe maintenance. So even longer. 30 years is when they like rip it apart and replace extensive shit.
Don't even just. I don't feel like this is something you can replace shit on. Man.
Well, aren't they making like hundreds of planes every year? Like, where do all the planes they're making go?
Well, that's what I ain't into.
How
the
do they
shit,
even
but
make-
I know they was. Been
How does
on
Boeing
strike.
even make money if a plane lasts 30 years? You sell 100 planes and nobody needs planes anymore for 30 years?
Good question. Who the fuck is buying planes like that? Y'all got a lot.
The Boeing CEO made like $46 million last year.
Okay,
So they're
the
selling
the
it-
fucker
they're
that
selling
went
a
down
shit
in
ton
the
of planes.
ocean and blew up. What did he have something to do with Boeing?
Nah. I don't
Or they
think
were
so.
like, nah, we ain't fucking with you.
I don't
that's.
think. I don't
I think he
so.
wanted to-
He was his own thing.
He wanted to collaborate
Stargate.
with them or something, and they said, nah, we ain't doing that shit.
He didn't want them to. Probably they would.
Yeah, they would.
Shit would have exploded sooner.
Metal fatigue. Yeah, that just don't sound right for some shit that's 9 miles in the sky. Just scrap him.
But you know what's fucked up is
Bring in a new fucking plane.
so it's like I'm like, oh, what's the lifespan? And it tells me, and it's like this is the lifespan, but a lot of them go longer than that. But it's not telling me. Oh, so when are they done? It's like
When do you
nothing is telling
wrap
me.
it up?
No, there's no answer to that.
2 years old, 32 years, 33, what?
There's
3
no-
years, 30
There's
years
no answer
plus?
to that.
No answer to that. I would like to know how old those planes were.
25 to 30 years. Yeah.
I mean, the Black Hawk in that one, that really, that was just damn.
That just sucked. Like,
that was just damn.
That's just unfortunate, man. Like
Really doesn't have anything to.
sometimes
The age of the plane doesn't matter.
Sometimes shit just happens.
It's
man.
just less. It's just shit.
Sometimes shit just happens.
It was the day and the night, man, for that shit to happen.
And they were only like, they were seriously like 30 seconds away from making it home safe.
300 yards from landing.
Yeah. Like their families are at the airport watching, like, oh, there's mom's plane, and it just goes. Psh,
Final destination.
it's fucking crazy. And then that other one, I don't even remember where that was flying to when it crashed, but it had like hospital patient, like some 6-year-old.
Cancer patient. Or
Yeah, was that in like Philadelphia or something?
Philly. Yeah, that one fell in Philly.
Yes, there was a kid that had just got like life-saving
some,
surgery on that plane.
There's some
Sucks, dude.
There's some hype about the one in Philly. There was a lot of people on the streets in Philly said they saw a missile hit that plane. I saw some video. I looked at some things, and I'm like, I just can't tell. But whatever it was moving fast. Hit, and then you see an explosion.
Let's see. I don't know. About
I guess
that.
that's the best way I can explain it. That's what I told myself. Whatever that was moving fast, and then there's an explosion. I left it at that.
Let's see.
A lot of people were saying that, though, that were even on the ground.
Oh damn! A dude in his car got smoked too.
Yeah, I saw that.
That sucks.
How fucking fucked up
One
is
person
that?
was killed in a vehicle on the ground. 19 people hurt.
19, that's it?
Medical transport jet carrying a child patient, her mother, 4 others crashed into a neighborhood 30 seconds after. So it didn't even take off.
So it was
It
leaving.
got
was
up in the air
leaving.
and just went
So
right
it
into
was
the
leaving
fucking
Philly.
yeah. It didn't
Okay.
get shot down. It barely even made it off the runway.
Okay, and that's I gotta be a medical plane. I'm assuming it got the whole,
Yeah, it's probably just a small
hospital shit in it. How
Nice.
old was that? What was the maintenance
I don't know.
record on that?
Let's
It's a
see.
fucking hospital plane, bruh. A child, a baby, damn.
Shelter. Let's see. It doesn't say what happened. Crash.
They ain't got the black box yet.
How?
No black box.
Let's see. It's a good fucking jam, dude. Oh, they were all Mexican citizens too.
What? On the medical plane?
Yeah, they were flying back to Mexico. They were, I guess, here for some life-saving surgery, and then they were flying back to Mexico.
Oh yeah, that one hospital is in Philly. The
Yeah.
Mayo Clinic.
Black
or what?
box found 3 hours ago.
Oh, they did find it. Damn. Damn.
They got the black box from the helicopter and that other plane already.
I mean,
Black
we all
box
heard
is
that
in
shit.
decent
Air
shape.
traffic control was like, "Yo, do y'all see that?" Yeah, we see it. Well, shit.
Yeah, they just went. Like,
Damn.
guess not, bro. I feel like you're not supposed to be flying across a runway like that.
Not definitely not across.
Anyway. It's weird, especially not that low.
Reagan Internet. I mean, biggest.
Yeah.
Not if not the biggest airport in the country. At that, like you see that bitch. But was it like I said? Was it a mission that Nah, it couldn't have been that kind of mission, not over our own soil, to where they're not in communication with air traffic control. I mean, obviously they were in communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was just a damn. Pray for the families, man. But damn.
God damn, this Philadelphia one's crazy, man.
Yeah, that one blows.
It doesn't
my mind,
say how.
especially when they said it was a medical fucking plane.
Doesn't say how, but there's a bunch of fucking like 20 people are hurt. Jesus.
I was surprised it's just that many.
Did it crash into it? It looks like it crashed like into a gas station almost.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 7 dead and 19 injured. Yeah, dude, that fireball's huge.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
You just chilling and just. You see the one where the dude's in the drive-thru just ordering food and just.
No.
Man.
Yeah, the shit can happen, man.
Man.
It's trippy, dude.
That had to be one of the closest ones I saw. Where
Trippy,
he's in some drive-thru and just, man, I don't know how he did.
Sometimes it's just like, it's just your moment, man. Like, what can you do?
I'm a firm believer in
like,
that.
you could not leave your house again, but a plane could still crash into your fucking house. Like,
Get hit in the head by a fucking tree or some shit.
yeah.
Tree fall on your fucking car. I mean, fuck. I mean,
Damn, it's fucking crazy.
there are those moments with Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
If it can, it will. Man, I used to live by that. I used to live by that. If it can, it fucking will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna tonight, motherfucker. Ain't shit right in the air. You just it ain't right in the air, man. Like in the penitentiary, like when shit wasn't right in the air, bro, I swear the birds wouldn't even land in there some days.
Just vibes.
Just they knew,
Just
like
the electromagnetic.
just,
Everybody's pissed.
everybody ain't right today.
That's crazy. Yeah, all the news like pretty much sucks.
It does.
A bunch of earthquakes in Greece.
It does anymore.
Oh, Germany had like 200,000 people show up for like an anti-Nazi protest.
Uh-oh. Anti-Nazi protest.
Anti-Nazi, yeah. That's a lot more than we're at the Nazi one.
Anti-Nazi in Germany. Well, they all in Africa and fucking America and
He says he's going to tariff like all of Europe, basically. And Europe says, okay, we'll tariff you too.
what do we get from Europe?
I don't even.
What we
I
got
have no
from
idea.
Europe?
I
I
mean,
mean, never had
probably
a shirt made in
I
London.
mean, probably a lot of shit.
Probably a lot of shit.
Probably a
more
lot of
shit
like,
than we've
I don't know,
Q-tips.
agriculture shit, probably.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
shit
yeah,
you
yeah,
don't even
yeah,
think
yeah,
about.
Yeah. There's a lot of farming over there. A lot more than we know.
It's flooding really bad in Australia.
I saw that. I fall asleep to the Weather Channel, man. I know what's going on
Really?
everywhere. Yeah, man. It's real soothing, dog.
Yeah. We had to, when I worked at Arby's, we had to have the TV on CNN. And then one time there was this story about like this lady that got like assaulted, and they were talking about the dudes, where they found the dudes like jizz and stuff. And the dude came up to the counter, he's like, "I gotta listen to fucking shit about semen while I'm eating my roast beef." And we're like, dude, we can't change the
We can't change
we can't
it.
change the channel. It has to be on CNN. And he's like, I don't want to hear that shit. And we're like, dude, I don't like. It has to be on CNN. I don't know. And then like 3 days later, we had to switch it to the Weather Channel. So the dude must have called. Dude must have called corporate or something.
Man, it was some funny shit, man.
Well, I'm like, dude, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I'm not in charge of the news, and we have to have it on CNN.
If I'm motherfucking busting nuts while I'm eating my sandwich.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Man, that had to be a classic moment, right?
Yeah, then we had to switch it to the Weather Channel, dude. Polar bears are in crisis.
The
Sucks.
motherfuckers about to start turning brown again.
Yeah. Tuberculosis is real bad.
Yeah, I saw that shit. The motherfuckers is releasing shit.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
is it? H5N5? I be looking
Yeah.
up the patents and shit, man.
Yeah, well, that's
CDC downtown at Atlanta, Georgia. They got all that shit down in that motherfucker.
yeah.
Something that's been stagnant for 50 fucking years in its
Bird
back.
flu's
Like
real bad. Well, it's because
you gotta have really, or there's some animal or
because like a
some
cow
bug.
got it. Yeah.
Okay,
We don't vaccinate for tuberculosis anymore.
not for
Yeah, because we haven't had to worry about it.
for
Um,
65.
but now we got to worry about it.
Now we got to worry about it.
So get ready for
Somebody
your
release that shit.
tuberculosis vaccine. And tuberculosis, that was killing people pretty bad.
It was
back-
taking motherfuckers
back in
out,
the day.
and they didn't have anything for it.
Yeah.
They test you. Is that the bubble? Is that the bubble shot they give you? Is that the?
Yeah, that's to see if you like have it, because a lot of people have it, but they don't have any symptoms.
Okay, so in prison, they come in your first day. They take this little ass. It's probably about that long, and it doesn't have a plunger in it, but it has this little bubble thing on it. And they pump this shit in, and it kind of bubbles up.
Yeah, if it bubbles up, that's good. If it doesn't bubble
If
up,
it doesn't bubble
you're
up, that's
fucked.
bad. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had
they
to
test us for that shit.
we had to
and
do all
shit.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I be telling motherfuckers, man, I don't know what they put in me, and I don't know what they took out of me in that bitch.
I don't either.
I don't know what the fuck they was doing, dog. There
Yeah.
might be a
Yeah, they said it was normal shit, but
there
I don't know.
might be a super soldier somewhere that looks like me. That's 100 pounds bigger and a foot taller with a thicker beard, fighting some a bear right now.
Yeah. So the stock market already took a huge tank, like big one,
And see, that's what I think he knows. That's
just
the
like
shit
instantly.
That's the shit he knows. That's the shit he knows how to dictate and manipulate.
I don't think he does though, because he hasn't had a successful stock ever. Like that's the thing too. Is
he-
before like he got elected this time and he did that meme coin and made a bunch of money. That dude was broke.
How was he able to? And his wife, right?
his wife, yeah.
How was he able to do that?
I don't know. I don't fucking get it. That's
Because to become president the first time,
That's why I'm
he had
like-
to get rid of his business, right? And he
yeah.
sold
That's
it
why
to,
I'm like, what the fuck
to one
is
of his
going
kids
on?
for $1. Yeah, I'm like, is that legal? Can you do that?
I guess because
But-
it's Bitcoin or whatever, and it's not. There's no rules about it yet or something. I have no idea.
Man, I don't know. You into it? You fuck with it?
What
Bitcoin.
cryptocurrency? Nah.
Obviously,
I don't know
in my
anybody.
profession, I'm cold hard. You know what I mean? I gotta have it. I gotta
Boy,
touch
I
it,
don't-
smell it.
For as easy as it is to get rich, I don't know anybody that's
I
fucking.
don't know nobody, not one motherfucker. So I don't
A bunch of
know.
rich people keep getting rich and telling me I'm gonna be rich, and then they leave you with the bag.
I
Like,
don't believe it. Seems like a pyramid thing to
it
me.
is. It straight up is.
Yeah, I was. That caught me. I'm like, are you able to?
It's like making money. Not even. There's like 13-year-olds making meme coins and making $1 million.
Yeah, I don't believe
And
it.
it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, somebody has to show me. Like,
Yeah, I
you
don't-
literally have to. I got to ride along with you.
Yeah,
We got to do a ride along.
I've never even met anybody that has money in that shit, as far as I know. If I
Well,
do, they haven't told me.
I
but
see people and I ask people all the time in the shop, like, does it go to your account? Can you go get it out of your account after whatever? No, you got to keep it in their bank. So they have a bank, basically, like you got to keep it in there. You got to keep it with them. You can't put it in your personal bank account. So I'm like, that ain't real. You know, I'm like, that's not real to me. Can you spend it?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Some places take it.
Some
Oh,
places.
like Odell Beckham got his like NFL contract in Bitcoin one year, and
Yeah, I remember
it,
that.
it fucked him real
I wonder
bad.
how that worked. Oh, it fucked him off, huh?
Yeah, I mean, unless he kept it, because I think it's worth more now. But you never know, dude. That shit could be worth nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
So-
nothing, dog.
Eggs are gonna get more expensive.
Stop eating eggs. It's a. I don't know if I can say this, but my wife coming from the farm, but well, it was the question of what came first, the chicken or the egg. Nobody knows.
Mm-mm.
Chickens, eggs are like a menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
When you break it all down to nothing.
Yeah, it is.
Some menstrual cycles, cycle all the way through, and some don't. You might get one of them eggs where there's a half a baby chick still in that motherfucker. It's never happened to me before. But you think logically, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So years ago, I
the ones
figured
the ones
that
we
out.
eat just aren't fertilized.
I was just like, ugh, I'm never eating eggs again. I think I figured that out when I was like 15 or 16.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally what it is. It is a
That's-
menstrual cycle.
It's a menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
So I quit eating eggs probably about. I was still living in the house.
Yeah, that makes sense. You've been
Yeah.
vegan a while.
I think since
You've
I
been
was
vegan.
born,
You've
man.
been vegan in spirit for a
I
long
think
time.
since I was born, man. I think since I was born, I tell my mom that she's looking at me like, yeah, you've been a different motherfucker since day one. Or, well, fuck, they'll just up the price in chickens. I got a video on my TikTok, man. I saw a chicken running around in the gas station parking lot. I should have grabbed this motherfucker, man. Did you see that? He walked right over to me, too. I'm like, this is somebody's chicken, man. Dude wanted gas behind me. He was rushing me. So I had to pull out. I saw some lady. I think she went and picked it up. But I was like, oh, fuck, man. He's running right up to me. Be slinging eggs right now, dog.
You could be making millions.
My neighbor got a fucking chicken coop in
One
the back.
chicken, dude.
Man, go get you some chickens. If it's that serious with eggs, go get you some chickens. Start hustling motherfucking eggs and shit. Don't bag them all up separately, though. Put them all in the same bag. If you know, you know.
Oh, yeah. Here's articles about Trump's meme coin. Oh, yeah. See, the value on his coin's going down.
See, now,
So he's losing money on it. See, it's like, it's fickle, man.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I really don't like a lot of the stuff I just feel like a lot of the shit we talk about, we just shouldn't be talking about people that are in charge. Like business owners and billionaires and people in charge should be different groups of people.
And they are to me.
But they're not.
But they're not. And what's the new word? I've heard this word before, but I haven't heard it like thrown around so
Oligarchy?
much. Oligarchy.
Yeah, you've only heard it about Russia, really, probably. Yeah.
You would have thought it was a Russian word.
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
What's oligarchy?
No, it's like monarchy, oligarchy, patriarchy.
Yeah,
It's just
right.
It's like a Latin.
Seeing people
It's
with
probably a
oligarchy,
Latin word.
It's just a bunch of rich motherfuckers.
Yeah, it just means when there's a small group of people in charge.
Yeah, powerful group in charge. And I don't know if I like that.
Well, no, you shouldn't, because
That's what I don't
It's
like.
like straight up not American,
Right.
so you shouldn't like it.
That's what I don't like. And a lot of literature that I read, all false kingdoms will fall.
Yeah, and it's motherfuckers like, I'm a constitutionalist, and it's like,
No, you're really
no,
not.
No, you're not.
No, you're really not. But yeah, all
Like,
false kingdoms.
If you can't say you're a constitutionalist or you believe in the Constitution or whatever, and then vote for somebody that says they want to take birthright citizenship out and vote for people that want to make it so the president can run 3 terms, like that's all changing the Constitution, bro.
Changing the Constitution. Well, the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment, it's a sticky subject with some, especially older black people. But if you understand what the 14th Amendment was really about and who it was for, you'll at least broaden your spectrum and get some information about it before you get emotional about the 14th Amendment. Because that's what that was about. The birthright citizenship. That shit was meant for slaves. And but a lot of different races throughout the years were able to leave their home country and come over here, like let's say Indians.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
They
bro.
come over to America and now they're Asian.
That's what America's for. Well, I mean, they are. They're on the Asian continent.
Yeah, but no Indian person is going to tell you I'm Asian.
I mean, they might. What would you call them?
Indian. The real Indians.
Hmm.
That's a whole nother subject. Oh boy, was lost. But anyway, yeah. Jamaicans do it. They'll come from Jamaica to America and automatically labeled African American. the term $5 Indians. You know, a lot of people were able to get through and manipulate that 14th Amendment law. What his plan is for it, I don't know. But I understand what he's talking about with that 14th Amendment, the 13th and the 14th, actually. I think there was a show on Netflix a couple years ago about the 13th Amendment.
Oil's a lot more expensive already. Gas prices already went up. The dude put the tariffs on this morning. Gas prices are already up. It's fucking funny. And then, like, you gotta ask somebody, like, okay, so you thought a certain person was gonna get elected and gas was gonna get cheaper. Like, gas is gonna be $1 again a week later. So explain this. Explain gas getting more expensive in one day. I mean, it gets more expensive every day, but
I mean, yeah, that shit fluctuates.
this dude, but it's specifically oil prices are surging. Like, as soon as the tariffs happened, oil went. The dude that won the Nobel Prize, economist, Nobel Prize winning Nobel laureate, he thinks Bitcoin's gonna be worthless in 10 years.
It's gonna last that long?
He says 10 years.
It's
It's
gonna
gone.
last that. How long has it been around already?
I don't know. A while. It's been a weird thing people have been talking about for at least 5 years.
I remember around about COVID hearing about it.
That's when
About
That's
3
when
or 4
everybody got real
years.
bored
He
and
thinks it's
everybody
gonna
was like,
last
"I
that
can
long?
be rich."
It must have a lot. It must have a lot more growing to do. I don't know. I don't unless it's cold hard or I can't deal with it. I can't wrap my mind around fucking monopoly money. You know what I'm saying? That's basically
Yeah.
what it is. Not one person I've had in my chair has told me they can go to their bank and pull it out after you get a whatever.
Yeah, you have to like sell it. It's like a stock. You got to sell it and
Yeah,
turn
I'm
it
not-
into money.
I'm not doing that.
Nah.
That's too much. That's
Yeah,
what-
see, Elon Musk is trying to get Bitcoin like the government to use Bitcoin to, like, in Fort Knox, they got fucking Bitcoin servers or some shit.
And then him, I don't know how I feel about him. Like, I've never been a fan of
I mean,
his.
he's a fuck off.
I've always said this is a weird motherfucker, man. And I think I said it on the last show. Like, some people, you know, they're so good at that thing, but as soon as you take them out of that box, they become just as dumb as a fucking box of rocks. Like, I seriously think that about that guy. You put him in a lab with some fucking robot shit and some technology shit and, you know, all the shit that he's into, yeah, this dude's gonna outsmart 50 people. But we leave this box, this dude is fucking worthless.
I don't think, like, it's not like he's making the rockets. He didn't invent
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
He bought Tesla. Like, I don't even think he's that
buy-
smart. He's like an idea man. Like, oh, we should go to the moon and do it now. And then he hires scientists to do it. Like, he's not making the fucking rockets.
He's not making the fucking
He didn't design the car.
Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I'm
He just
trying to
has
get
it. He's
people-
like, we should make flamethrowers. And then they do.
He goes and buys 25 scientists, top scientists that
Yeah, which is fine.
all
and good,
specialize
like-
in flamethrowers.
Yeah, but he didn't put the
He didn't turn one
Starlink
wrench.
satellites in the air.
Right. You didn't no screwdrivers, no wrenches. You're just a rich motherfucker with crazy ideas. Right.
Which is fine.
Which
but
is fine.
you shouldn't be trying to change the way the U.S. government works.
And you're fucking African. Or German.
Or whatever. Yeah.
What is he?
It's crazy that he's even still, like, he hasn't been told to fucking go home yet.
Trump's pretty tame around this run here. He's pretty tame compared to the first
Well,
run.
he does keep telling him to fuck off.
Yeah,
like,
and
he's-
well, his attention.
he keeps
there's
being
about to
like-
be a beef, dog. Just wait. Just wait.
What did he say? Like, the first day, he's like, Elon won't leave.
There's about to be a beef, dog. Trump's attention span, which is what did I say? The first run, he had the attention span of probably about a 2 or 3 year old. So he's probably about 6 or 7 now. Trump is. He's probably about 6, 7 years old. So he's growing up a little bit, but the attention span is still lacking a little bit. He definitely has new handlers this run.
Yeah.
Cause you split the screen and on that first run to this second one, it's like somebody's coaching homeboy. He got a team.
He's still
He's
says, saying weird shit. He's just not saying it as crazy.
It's crazy,
which is like kind of worse.
I didn't say it was better.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
because you say some crazy shit in a calm tone, it's like, ooh,
it's kind of scarier.
When you like, motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm like, man, go on with that bullshit, all that screaming and shit. But when somebody sits and says, yeah, we're gonna get to, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's a whole different level right there. Like, this motherfucker's tripping. How old is he now? 79, 80?
Yeah, some shit like that. I don't even know, dude. It's like all we're gonna be able to talk about because it's just.
Well, this is what I be telling motherfuckers. I don't pick no sides. Fuck what you heard.
I just want
both wings are on the same bird.
I want my groceries to get cheaper, bro.
Yeah, just do that shit.
And it's not gonna happen. Like I'm telling you, it's not.
It doesn't trickle down to us. They're not speaking to us. They're not. They're talking to their rich homies. Motherfuckers that got a minimum of $50 million in the bank.
Here's what's gonna happen because this shit happens in video games a lot. So here's what'll happen: is stuff will get more expensive, and then everybody will get really mad, and then stuff will get cheaper again, and it'll cost the same as it does now. And then everybody will be like, "Oh, see, it got cheaper because it got
when really it didn't."
Right, because it got way more expensive.
Still $2 more.
Right, but it's cheaper than it was yesterday.
It's just $12,
but it's more expensive than it was last month.
Right. And they all.
He's gonna be like, "See, I did it."
These are all their talking points.
Eggs went down $1.
These are all their talking points. Like just like the immigration thing, we can go. We can probably go back to Nixon, or I don't really remember a president before Nixon, so I'll go back to Nixon. But they all use the same talking point. Obama did it. Hillary said it. That was her talking point to get voted in. Clinton, it's all their talking point. They all will say, yeah, we're going to make gas cheaper, groceries cheaper. We go back in history and watch all these motherfuckers' speeches. It's what they do. It's what they do. It's their talking points. Yeah, shit goes up. It's like you said, it'll go up, then it'll go down. And then the next 4 years, the shit will go back up. And it's the same shit.
Yeah, so shit's going to get like, I mean, according to I just don't understand how it's even happening when every single article I'm reading is like, this is going to make everything way more, like everything is going to get way more expensive. And I don't understand the point. Is he's like trying to bully the other countries into doing what though? Into
what exactly?
Into making stuff cheaper? Because putting tariffs on it's not going to work.
Yeah, what's the goal here?
Like you're bowing up, like for what?
Right, what's the goal?
You're bowing up like on our friends. And for what? Like I get like putting tariffs on Russia or China or North Korea or whatever. Not that we import shit from North Korea, but like he's bowing up on like Europe. Like for what?
They don't do shit.
He's bowing up on Canada. Like, we share land with Canada and Mexico. Like,
right, they fight with us, motherfucker.
It's good to be friends with them. And we had a whole agreement that he signed that we weren't going to pay tariffs between Canada. It's called the North American Trade Agreement. That was his thing.
The first run.
Yeah. And his first time, he's undoing stuff he did his first time in office. And it's like, why?
Damn, you just blew my head.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. That's why I'm so like, this shit's fucking
because he was cool with old boy up there.
Yeah.
Trudeau. He was cool, and then something happened.
Yeah.
Trump started talking shit about him.
Yeah. Well, probably everybody talks shit about everybody. That's just what was going on. But
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, there used to be a deal where Canada and United States and Mexico wouldn't pay any tariffs to each other.
Trudeau.
We would all just
Trudeau.
Yeah, we would all just trade freely.
Mexico.
And now he's undoing it, and I don't like why.
What do you think about him sending Delta Force and Green Beret motherfuckers down there to fight the cartel?
Did he do that?
Yeah, it's big talk. I don't think he's put it in motion yet. But I've seen some videos where, and I think that's just Border Patrol. But I've always, like, them motherfuckers got Black Hawks too.
Oh, they're trying to build a multinational army of good to fight the evil cartels. But Trump said something about how he like basically accused like the entire Mexican government of being part of the cartels. And they're like, no.
See,
but probably some of them.
Probably a lot of them. I mean, shit. Probably a lot of them. Probably a lot more than we know. But would he say they're he's labeling them a terrorist group? And
Yeah,
I guess
which
I've been saying that
I don't
about
really
the
see
fentanyl,
I don't
and all
really
that
like.
shit.
Aren't they a terrorist group? I don't
Yeah,
really see the problem with that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
aren't they literally terrorizing
yeah,
people?
yeah.
And
I don't know if I've discussed it with you, but I know I've discussed it with clients. Like the fentanyl craze, there's the fentanyl and the pink cocaine we talked about, and shit like that. A lot of that shit is coming from China, Russia, Ukraine, fucking Mexico.
I'm gonna see why because this is all like experts are cautious about labeling cartel terrorist group. It's like why? Like they're chopping judges' heads off and leave them on their trucks.
Come on, people's families
that
and
is
shit.
like-
I
that
mean,
is
that's
the terrorist
terrorism
thing, right?
at its fucking finest.
So he signed an executive order that could designate cartels in Mexico as foreign terrorist organizations.
Yeah.
Some experts express caution. I'm sure there's something weird where, like, if there's a terrorist organization, then he's allowed to, like, have troops operating there or something, and people are probably worried about that. Let's see.
Multinational army. Bunch of fucking Rambos. John Jays. Bunch of John Jays.
Well, I don't see the problem with it. If the U.S. designates a cartel as a foreign terrorist organization, it would become unlawful for a person in the United States to knowingly provide a cartel support or resources. That sounds fine. Members from the cartel would be unable to come into the United States. Okay. And U.S. financial institutions would be required to block transactions involving cartel assets. Oh, okay.
All things they do. What you got?
Well, people are saying like cartels are more like the mafia than Al Qaeda. Like organized crime isn't terrorism.
I beg to differ.
Is what they're
I
saying.
mean, just like the mafia and the cartel. You think the cartel don't have their fingers in Europe? You think they don't have their fingers in Asia? Yeah, they do. These motherfuckers are making billions of dollars a fucking day. They're not just fucking with
Well, and
America.
usually terrorists are like fighting against the government, but they have like cops in their pocket and stuff. So that kind of makes them not terrorists too.
The cartel?
Yeah, because terrorists, like being like a guerrilla, like insurgency is kind of part of being a terrorist group.
I see what you're saying.
According to the this is like according to the definitions. So they're saying like
Okay, yeah, cartel. They're not
They're
looking
saying,
to
like,
start shit
not
with
really.
the police. They like they
well, they don't have to because
They don't
they
have
gave they paid the police off
stay
already,
the fuck away. Okay, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying there. Ooh, that's a thin
and they
line.
do have like corrupt fingers in government agencies and stuff.
That is a thin
So
line.
that's one of the
But you know
differences.
they'll cross that line out in the fucking dirt and cross it. No questions asked. Ooh, that is a thin line. Yeah, they're not fighting their government. They're paying them to stay away anyway.
Yeah, this expert guy says cartels are basically governments because they control a territory in Mexico, and the Mexican government doesn't fight them about it.
Yeah, there's no fight.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, there's a little bit
Ooh.
of bipartisan support on labeling them a terrorist organization.
Ooh.
I mean, it just seems like
I mean, in my eyes, yeah.
I mean they seem pretty terroristy to me.
Well, what they're doing with the
But-
drugs and shit, like
Yeah.
that's and I've said it before. That's almost like a terrorist attack.
Yeah. But I don't know.
They're just doing it with drugs and not fucking buildings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The LA fires. I mean, I thought like, could this be that? And we still don't know what started that or whatever the fuck. But I'm like, could this be that? Like, cause they're never gonna be able to do it again like they did in 9/11. Like that's over. You're like,
Yeah.
they're never gonna be able to do that like that again. So I'm like, could that be that? Could these planes? Could that be that? It's like I don't fucking know.
I don't think so. I think shit's just crazy, man.
that's
I don't think the government even has to do stuff like that because I think stuff like that just actually happens.
Okay, shit. Like I'm with you on that, and it's cause of these, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody somewhere every fucking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds is doing a TikTok video, a Facebook Live, a Instagram Live, a fucking X Live, or somebody's on one city block, man. There could be, it's crazy, and you never know what the fuck you catch nowadays. I think it's just a lot of overexposure more than it was in the 90s for us. Like, there might have been a time in 1992 where 10 planes fell out of the sky in 10 days, but we ain't hearing about that shit.
This Philly plane crash, you probably don't even know about it unless you read it. Unless you read page 8 of the paper,
right?
Because it's not on your local front page, probably.
Or that it's not our regional news anyway. So
yeah, unless you watch the news or whatever, or
CNN
actually read
back
it
then
in the paper.
Didn't have the ticker, so you know what I mean. It wasn't.
If you shut the news off before it got to that part, you just didn't know. You just didn't know about it.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of overexposure. A lot of people have phones.
It is, man.
Businesses have cameras, ring doorbells.
That's why I got off Facebook and Instagram and shit, dude. Because it's like I could just tell that it was trying to alter how I was feeling about whatever.
Yeah, anybody that doesn't believe that
about certain things, like one day, it was none of this shit. There was nothing political on my feed. There was no Donald Trump. There was no, nothing even talking about America, really. It was like dudes opening packs of Pokemon cards, seeing what they get, fucking health study stuff. Like, I get stuff all the time, like running 5 times a week. Who does this? And it's like, I'm not going to run 5 fucking times a week, bro. But it's like running 30 minutes 5 times a week lowers your biological age by 12 years or something.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, well, I'm not gonna run.
All them skinny ass.
But it's shit like that. It's like comic book stuff. It's Husker stuff, whatever. And then, dude, I scrolled Instagram Reels for a whole day. I didn't see any Husker shit. I didn't see any video game shit.
It's weird.
Didn't see any superhero shit. It's like one day that it just went boop, and they completely changed what I was seeing.
It's weird how that happens.
And as soon as I was like, I'm off this. Like, it's gone. Like, I was like, I can tell this is putting me in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling like hopeless about the state of the country and shit, and it's like that's probably what people would want me to feel like.
Definitely, that's what they want you to feel.
They want me to just shut up and buy Taco Bell or whatever.
It's like I said, I was never the optimistic guy, dog. Like, we was talking off mic about Murphy's Law. I'm like, if it can, it will, and it's going to tonight. You know what I mean? I was that guy. I've never been as optimistic about anything as I am right now, and as far as like racism, the economy, and it's and this is the worst. This is the worst stage we're going to, where they say it got to get worse before it gets better. It got to get better after this.
I mean, I hope so, dude.
It got to get better after this.
I mean, I know it's gonna get worse because stuff getting expensive is gonna make people do stuff. Like, stuff getting more expensive makes people commit crime more.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm somebody, I actually can't afford eggs now. Now I have to find a way to either steal the eggs or hustle enough money to buy the eggs or steal money from you to get enough money to buy the eggs. Like once it gets to a point where people actually can't afford what they need anymore, like, shit gets bad.
I'm definitely in the car with you. I'm definitely in the car with you. But something I observed over COVID, and maybe it was just my block, I don't know. Like, I didn't, other than my neighbor on the left and my neighbor on the right, like, I didn't really know anybody on my block. Like, through COVID, like I know everybody now. We were getting together, sharing food, fucking around in the street, doing shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, this is some fly shit.
Yeah.
So seeing that, and
I don't know.
And just hoping and knowing everybody else on every other city block was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, my optimism got stronger.
COVID was different.
I think today a lot more people have a lot more compassion for each other. Sure. Not depending on no fucking politician. Fuck them motherfuckers. You can't depend on them motherfuckers. Not a black one, not a white one, not a Mexican one, not a motherfucking Asian one. They're not talking to us. They're not talking about us. So us has to take care of us. And I see us doing that more than us fighting.
You hope so.
Against each other.
You hope so. But COVID was like, it was everybody against COVID.
Right.
But in like the economy getting worse and stuff, that's like
Well, it's just stopped.
well, like the last 4 years, one side has been telling me it's your fault, and your side has been telling me that it's my fault. So like groceries get more expensive, and then you have people arguing about, well, it's your fault. You did it. It was because of you, and it's like, no, it's because of tariffs or whatever. It's
you
like
voted that motherfucker. I'm
right,
seeing
it's
that
like,
a lot too.
it's like, well, it's only bad because Biden already fucked it up. Like diversity already ruined the economy. Like that's why he's doing this shit, so he can say that it's already ruined.
Wants to be the hero.
So if the shit doesn't get better, it's like, well, it was already fucked up. I told you.
That manic behavior.
Yeah.
Talked about. Yeah, wants to be. And let me say that before I end. That's what he wants to be the hero. Wants to make himself the hero. That's that manic behavior right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wants to make himself the hero.
But it's like the whole campaign is just like setting up future lies. So like he can be like, see, I told you. Like I told you the election. Like before he even won the election, he was talking about, hey, if I lost, it's because they stole it. And then he won, and he was like, oh, okay, I guess this election was legit.
Yeah. I remember.
It's like, dude, you can't say both. You can't say both. You can't say both. But people are like, oh, he's right. But if he lost, he would have been like, see, I told you. He's like, see, I told you 2 weeks ago. And then he would have got people all riled up again. People would have been like, oh, he called it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's fucking weird, dude. It's fucking, like, I don't know. Never mind.
I don't.
Whatever.
I don't take it too serious.
We gotta go anyway.
I said nothing I've ever done, good, bad, ugly. I never woke up and said, yeah, I probably better not sell this pound of weed today because the mayor's gonna be mad at me. I ain't, you know what I mean? So I don't give a fuck who the fucking president is, man.
Yeah.
Pissing all these motherfucking graves. They're all fucking liars, fucking thieves.
True.
They're fucking predators. They're fucking weirdos. I don't give a fuck who your favorite person is. Obama, fucking weirdo. Bush, they're all fucking weirdos. You motherfuckers should not worship not one of these motherfuckers. They're all richer than you. And they don't give a fuck about you. They would all kill you in the middle of the night if they had to get through your house to get to what they needed. That's all I got to say about that.
That's true. Yeah.
Fuck them all.
Yeah, that's
fuck
all.
them all.
That's all true. Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah. I think it'll be fine. It's just sometimes stuff is just harder to not even like just fathom. Like I'm like, it's just weird to watch sometimes. But then in a few years, somebody else will be in charge, and that'll be weird for different reasons. Like,
and that's the word, weird.
Well, and like that's why I'm not worried
bizarre. I've been using the word bizarre. We're in some bizarre fucking times.
Yeah,
dog.
I'm not worried about America like collapsing because just because rich people like being rich, and nobody benefits from America collapsing.
Falling. Nobody in the world.
So it'll still. I don't know.
We still the baddest motherfuckers.
I don't even know about that anymore, man.
As far as a place to live, let me fix that up.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, and that's why I got off the news and shit too, because it's like none of this is even gonna I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna get all riled up about it, but if I didn't know about it, nothing would change. It wouldn't affect my life at all.
I agree.
And then when it gets to the point where it does affect my life, then I'll be at the Capitol with a sign like, "This is fucking bullshit."
Right?
Like, and I don't need social media to tell me when it's time for me to be upset. Really?
Right.
Like I'll know when it's time. So I'm on social media with people telling me what I should be upset about and all this shit. And it's like, well, I'll know. Like I'll know.
You'll know
when something happens that's upsetting. Like I'll know, and I'll be like in the streets throwing Molotov cocktails at fucking tanks or whatever the fuck needs to happen. Yeah, but until then, like, I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to bitch about not making enough money, and
like I said,
shit's going to be the same. I was doing that.
I'm the president of
I was doing that
bond.
before, too. That's, yeah.
I don't need nobody telling me nothing.
Yeah.
That and especially, I don't know none of you motherfuckers. I ain't put in no work with none of you motherfuckers. Ain't made no money with you motherfuckers. Ain't never been so broke that all you could afford was a short stack and some orange juice at Village Inn, motherfucker. If we ain't did them three, I don't give a fuck about you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me shit.
That identity politics, dude. It's like, well, my candidate won, so that means I'm a winner. It's like, no, it doesn't, dude. Like, you're.
No, that's not what that means.
Everybody's equally fucked.
He don't even give a fuck about you.
Like, no matter what happens, everybody's equally fucked. And it's even like, if you elect the person you want, whoever's in charge in Russia could still decide to just fucking poof and nuke everybody anyway.
I
Like,
don't like him.
or North Korea or whoever. Like, even if you have the president that you want, it's like somebody could blow the whole world up.
Which I thought was gonna happen with Hillary. I thought if Hillary would have got voted,
I mean, there's
somebody was gonna send something.
Hillary just like I had a lot of problems with her, like Benghazi and the private email servers and all that kind of shit, and like the Clintons just being like an institution for such a long time. But also, she just kind of seems like a bitch.
Unstable.
Like if she was like your high school principal, man, you know,
Oh my god.
that shit would have fucking sucked.
I'm just gonna leave.
Like, oh, here comes Miss Clinton.
Oh shit.
Even her name, Miss Clinton. Like,
Oh,
I mean, well, that's just because they're a political family. Like,
still to this day.
yeah.
Called me a super.
So I don't know. Like, that's kind of where I'm kind of hoping that maybe this next time is the time where like, what's that lady's name that runs for the Green Party every year? Like, basically just for shits and giggles. Like, maybe she fucking wins next time,
Maybe it's that time.
or maybe like the Independent. I don't
The
even remember.
independent. That maybe it'll be the independence time.
Maybe they win.
He's already then double back on so much he's already said already, and the people that got him in there is like, hey man.
Or maybe there'll be so many. Maybe there will be like 6 or 7 motherfuckers from 6 or 7
and
different.
They'll because I tell people that, man, there could be 17 people running for president, but if they ain't got the bread or the cred, we won't see their faces, and they'll just slowly just drop out. So maybe next time it'll be a full platter of okay, and you can really dig into who you like and listen to what.
Maybe it will be, but I doubt it. But maybe it will be.
Doubt it.
But they have too much money, so probably not. And everybody's too interested in the machine, just churning
More.
and churning. And I'm gonna be part of it, man. I'm gonna be buying College Football 26.
Yeah, I want some more too. I don't need it all, but I want.
I want a little bit.
I want some more.
I just want a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right. Thanks for listening. Get yourself a little bit too. I mean, you might as well, dude. Like, everything's going to shit anyway.
Go get you some.
Get yourself a little bit of whatever it is you want. Get yourself a little bit of it, and tell us about it in the comments, and we'll ask you about it again next week. See ya. Bye.